So this is the absolute best one-day itinerary in Langkawi, Malaysia. And I'm going to give you a few tips that you need to know to make your day even better. So hang out with me for a while. You're really going to enjoy this. So I'm in the Langkawi SkyCab, the SkyBridge. Pretty spectacular up here. Langkawi, Malaysia. Wow. Langkawi impressed me. It's more than I expected. It's beautiful here. Eagle's nest. Check it out. So thousands of people every year arrive to Langkawi via cruise port. And this is actually the cruise port. It's a stunningly beautiful cruise port. No need to even tender. And but you do got to get a taxi to go anywhere from the cruise port, which you can do outside of this area here, this little parking lot. But I used Grab, which was much more effective, and I didn't have to deal with all the people trying to push me into their particular taxi. So you might want to think about Grab if you know how to do that. But what a beautiful cruise port. So the absolute number one thing to do in Langkawi, I mean, no doubt about it, you got to do the SkyCab, the SkyBridge, the cable car. You got to do it. I mean, you just have to do it. It was an amazing experience. I did it. Very inexpensive. I'll tell you how to do it a little bit later. But these are some of the views in the cab that I took from the cruise port over to the SkyCab. And it was really, I had an amazing day here. So I'm in the Langkawi SkyCab, the SkyBridge. Pretty spectacular up here. Look at that. So they say this is like the steepest, I don't know, gondola in the world, or one of them. But when you're coming in here, yeah, it's pretty steep, pretty tall. And look at that. That's the skywalk with a glass floor. Wow. Okay, so let me give you a couple tips on this particular adventure that I learned the hard way. But anyway, this will help you tremendously. So it's about a 25-minute taxi ride from the cruise port to this particular adventure if you're going to do the SkyCab, which I recommend. I did take a Grab, so it's like Uber for those of you who don't know, but I actually ordered the Grab. It only cost me $5 and the Grab driver I had was really, really nice. You don't have to do that. You can actually walk out of the cruise port to the parking lot and you can get a taxi, but beware that they're going to come on you like ants. They're going to be all over you, and you won't have the advantage of a guaranteed price, which, as I told you, it cost me $5 to do it. So anyway, choose your own method, but I chose Grab from the cruise port. Cost me $5. So I'm here at the Eagle's Nest right here, and wow, glass floor, very amazing view from here. Yeah. So the next important thing that I learned the hard way was buying tickets to do this particular adventure. So I went online the night before. I went on Get Your Guide, or you can go on Vieta or whatever it is. You can go online and you can buy your tickets ahead of time, which I think is okay. But you're not going to actually get the ticket. You're going to get a voucher for the ticket, which then you're going to have to show up at the SkyCab and then wait in line to actually get the ticket. So you should know that. So walking across this bridge was spectacular. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It was really an amazing view, a really cool feeling. And I gotta be honest with you, it moves. It actually moves quite a bit, actually. And so if you have like vertigo or you're super afraid of heights or whatever, you're gonna feel that because the bridge actually sways and moves with the wind and when people are on it and bouncing about. But it's apparently very safe, so it didn't bother me at all. But it's a great experience. You definitely got to do the Sky Bridge. So you saw the signs for venomous snakes They're definitely here for sure. I mean, you're in Malaysia, and it's hot here, by the way. Obviously, I didn't see any snakes while I was up here, and I don't think you will either because there's so many people here every single day. And, you know, they don't want to be among those crowds either, but it's interesting to see that they actually put the sign there. So I'll bet you if you're the first person here in the morning and that snake is just waking up, you might have an opportunity, but I wouldn't bet on it. So when I talk about snakes, I'm talking about like when you get off the bridge, you have an opportunity to walk through the forest, which is where I saw the monkey. But if you are really terrified about doing that kind of thing, actually walking in the forest where you see the monkey, you don't have to do that. You can actually stay on the bridge and in the gondola, and you can just, be, protecting yourself from any worries about seeing a snake, which I don't think you have to worry about that. Oh, what a good day. Yeah, definitely fun to do the Sky Bridge up here. Very good experience. So when you're done experiencing the gondola and the Sky Bridge and all of that activity up high, which I think that's a couple hours for sure, they have this beautiful little village down here at the bottom, and it's made for tourists and it's a little bit touristy, but it does have a lot of restaurants and shops and places for you to get out of the heat and just get yourself a cup of coffee and grab a bite to eat, even a monitor lizard or two. But it's pretty cool what they've done here. They've made this a whole experience for an entire day if you want to do that. And I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm pretty picky about adventures, and this is one that I really did enjoy. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and I hope you'll like this video and subscribe for some other adventures here in Southeast Asia.